If you're joining me for yoga today, child's pose for me. Big toes touch. Extend the arms long. Take a deep inhale. Settle your body into your mat. Start to create a rhythm with your breath, making that ocean sound in the back of the throat. Take it right in. Let it out. Start to ride the breath. The breath like wild horses being tamed. Taming the wild horses that are the mind. On your next inhale, you'll slowly come up onto all fours, curling the toes under, taking the hands shoulder width apart. And I want you to just move your body in a way that feels good to you right now. Maybe cat-cows, maybe pressing back to child's pose, maybe coming up, maybe hips side to side, maybe shaking the head a little. Maybe walking the hands back. Something's stuck in my throat. Take a deep inhale. Maybe reaching the hands up, but you do what you feel. Feels good to you right now. What does your body need? Can't do anything wrong if you lock into your body. Let it guide you. The body will tell you always what feels good, what doesn't feel good. If it feels good, stay with it. Slowly making your way to downward facing dog and upside down V. Pressing back through the hands, lengthening the spine. Maybe the legs feel a little tight. So bend deep into one knee and bend deeply into the other. Let the head go, let yourself go. We hold on so tight to so many things in our life, so afraid that if we let go, we'll lose them, that attachment, serving nobody, everything impermanent. So can we learn to flow, just like nature, cyclical, everything has its time. Ease your grip on life and watch it all just open up for you. Slowly tiptoeing to the top of your mat. Grab opposite elbows and just dangle, soften the knees. Upper body, head, nice and heavy. Good, now let your fingers fall to your shins. Press back into the shins, look forward. Draw the shoulders back and stick your tailbone out. As though you have two headlights on your bum. Shine them out. The light shining out your ass, quite literally. Exhale, fold in. Breathe. One more time, inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Take the arms out and up, all the way up, all the way up. Reach up. How high can you reach? Look up. Give me a back bend. Squeeze the shoulders. Look up. Spread the fingers. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, swan dive straight in. Stick your butt out. Look to your knees. Halfway lift. Palms down, take the feet back and just drop down to your knees for me. Draw the shoulders right over the wrists. Look in front and just slowly start to lower, but squeeze your elbows right in, nice and slow, nice and slow, till you fall down. Release the toes. Bring the elbows right in and slowly, on an inhale, start to lift. Lift, lift, lift. You can stay halfway, you can come a little higher. Right, a little compression in the spine. Let's roll onto one hip. Just roll onto one side, onto the sides of your feet. Look over. Yeah, let the elbows be heavy. Feel that hip. Inhale back and exhale over to the other side. Come back to center, lift to the knees, and then find your down dog. Lift on up. Press back. Spread your fingers. Draw the belly button in nice and tight. Tighten your bathroom muscles while you're here. And breathe in through the nose. You've got 5 deep breaths for me. Come onto the toes, bend the knees, and make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, lift out, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up, all the way up. Reach up, look up. Take a back bend. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Palms down, feet back, and this time if you can stay in plank, but there's no shame ever in the yoga game. So knees down if that's what you need. Slowly, slowly lower, lower with grace. Inhale, sweep through, easier said than done. Good, roll over, check your pedicure. Inhale through center, other toes. Come through center. Come back to the knees, hips high, down dog. 5 beautiful, life-giving breaths. All yours. How fantastic does that breath feel? Get it in there. We're energizing the body. Slowly building to feel our power. 1 breath at a time. Get that breath in deep. Get it into the belly. Come onto the toes, bend the knees, and make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, come all the way up. Take this round by yourself. I'm going to stop talking so you can focus on you. I'll meet you at the top of your mat in mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet hip width apart, fingers spread. Lock the chin in, draw the belly button up and in, and your tailbone, your bathroom muscles tighten. So you're sealing in the energy, letting it flow around in here. Locking your breathing. Good, now bend the knees, sink your hips, hands up to your chair pose. Now, some may like the palms together, some may like them spread. You choose what feels good. Pick up all the 10 toes and sink a little deeper. Good, bring the hands to the heart. Left elbow, right knee. Draw that left hip back. Likes to kind of creep forward, gaze up and press the hands down. Lift your belly off your thighs. If that feels good, open your wings. For our second warm up, now getting the spine rotating. Inhale, stay low, come back to center. Exhale, go to the other side. Right hip, right knee, draw it back. Press the palms, maybe open the wings. Come back through center, stay low. And exhale, fold in, chest to thighs. Halfway lift, look out, flat spine, gaze forward. Palms down, feet back, flow through to down dog. You could always simply step back to downward facing dog and skip the chaturanga, this falling staff pose. From down dog, we'll zip the toes together, and on your next inhale, left leg high to the sky, press back. Press back through the hands, push that right heel down and open out the side of the body. Bring the heel towards the bum. And whatever feels good for you here. Maybe rotate ankle, maybe big circle. If your spine is open enough to flip your dog, flip your dog. Just get into how you feel today. Point the toe to the back and I'll meet you with that foot in between the hands. We drop the back heel. We come up and meet in what we call warrior one shape. So dipping into the front leg. I like to check my knee, that it's rotating outwards. Lifting through the sides of the body and lowering the hips towards the mat. Reaching, but a solid base. Exhale, take your hands behind your back, clasp your fingers, take a back bend, stick out your chest, look up. Exhale, dive in, left shoulder coming inside of the left knee. Lower the head, maybe the hands float off the back. Humble warrior. Take a breath. Release the hands, keep the legs where the way they are, but lift up, left hand up and over, reversing your warrior. Good, dip in, gaze at the back foot. Windmill the hands down, take your vinyasa. I'll see you in down dog. Maybe you want to kick that left leg up and one-legged chaturanga. If that's the name of your yoga game today. Down dog, zipping the toes together. You've got another leg, possibly, so kick it high to the sky. I want you to open out the side of the body. Reach, reach, reach. Curl the heel in and open out the hip. Rotate your ankle, maybe your knee. Makes big owl circles. Maybe not. Maybe you want to flip your dog. If I flip my dog, I'll end up in my giant C-shaped singing bowl. If you flip it back, point the toe, and on an exhale, bring the foot in between the hands. Take your time. Seal the back heel to the mat. And on an inhale, come on up, rise up, warrior one. Dip in, take your time. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace your fingers. Take a back bend, press the hands back, look up. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, dive in. Get that shoulder inside the knee. Gaze up at your bits. Float the arms. Come on up and reverse your warrior. So legs stay the same, right hand sweeps up and back. Then dip in a little deeper. You can take your gaze over to the back foot. Windmill the hands down. I'll see you in down dog. Five breaths. high on the toes, making your way back to the top of the mat. Halfway lift to emerge. And fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, you're back to chair. And we'll continue from chair. So first of all, pick up the toes. We'll repeat that again, but this time we'll flow a little more in time with the breath. So hands to heart. Twist. Open out. Inhale, come back to center. Stay low. Exhale, other side. Maybe open your wings. Inhale. Come all the way up. If you want this time, take a back bend. Flow down the center. Halfway lift. I'll see you in down dog. Down dog, I zip my toes together. Take an inhale, left leg, open out the hip, maybe flip your dog. Or just rotate your ankle, open up. You flip it back, point the toe. Exhale, bring the foot through, seal the heel. On an inhale, warrior one, rise up. Interlace the fingers. Take a back bend, and as you exhale, dive in. So you start to flow, hence the name flow. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Windmill down, take your vinyasa. Just working with what your body's giving you today. Zipping the toes. Inhale, right leg. Open out. Maybe flip your dog. That's a gnarly dog flip. You've got a very large bowl. So my butt nearly fell into. Exhale, bring the foot through. Drop the heel. And on an inhale, warrior one. Hands behind, clasp. Back bend. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, rise. Release the hands. Exhale, reverse. Windmill the hands. Chaturanga. Down dog, Urdhva Mukha to Ardha Mukha. 5 breaths. After 5 breaths, come onto the toes and lower the knees. Tabletop. Bring your hands back. Come into tabletop position. Spread the fingers. On your next inhale, left leg, extend it out behind you. Flex the foot nice and long. Try to drop the hip a little and draw the belly button up into the spine. Activating the core, maybe your left hand reaches out, so opposite fingers pointing forward, long line, gaze to your fingers. On an inhale, elbow, knee connect in the middle of the body. Draw the belly up and in. Exhale, extend, flex the foot, reach the fingers. And again, inhale, exhale. 2 more times. In time with your breath. We're not going anywhere. This time hold it out. You'll curl the back heel into the butt. See if you can reach round with that left hand. Connect to the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Gaze over your shoulder. And feel an opening. Knee, quad, hip flexor, and also your shoulder, your chest. slowly, slowly release. Come on to all fours, maybe cat-cow. And when you're in neutral, float the other leg. So get the feel of finding your balance. Press the mat, draw the belly button up and in, and maybe extend your right hand out, nice and strong. Reach, reach, reach. Good, elbow to knee. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Curl the heel in, see if you can find your foot. Kick it in, lift up. Gaze over the shoulder. Good, slowly release. Take the knees apart, find child's pose. Maybe thread left hand underneath right armpit. Take 5 breaths here. Turn the palm up. Good, slowly release, change sides. So the time for a little rest after all the movement. Good, slowly release. Take a sip of water and then I'll meet you in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, going to zip the toes together, and on an inhale, left leg high to the sky. Take that left knee and draw it towards the right elbow, so crossing the body, and see if you can thread the foot through, coming onto the knife edge, the outside edge of that foot. Stay there, or maybe you want to lift your right hand high to the sky. Rock star, fallen triangle. Got a couple of names. Bring the hand down, kick the leg high to the sky. And exhale, bring the foot in between the hands. Take your time. Stay high on the back toe. And on an inhale, come on up to crescent lunge. Lift the arms high, dip into the hips, gaze up. And breathe. Exhale, draw the body down parallel to the floor. Hands come behind. Palms together, squeezing, trying to squeeze together. It's called thunderbolt. Strong fingers. Now transfer the weight into your front leg. Float and fly into Digasana, airplane. Lowering the body down. And try to drop that right hip a little. Lower the back foot, find warrior 2, the heel comes down, hands windmill up. Dip into the front leg and gaze to your front middle finger, relax those shoulders. One more balance pose coming up, flip the front palm, step into the front leg, kick the back heel into the butt. See if you can grab the inside of your foot, thumb pointing up to the sky. Extend the hand out and slowly start to draw the body forward. It's called King Dancer, maybe thumb and finger come together. Kick the foot high into the hand. Slowly, slowly release this balance. Drop the back foot all the way back. Left hand up and over to Sky Archer. Gaze up. Both legs straight. Left toes pointing all the way to the front of your mat. Release the arms long. Legs stay straight. Reach towards the front of the room. Into your triangle shape. Front hand drops. Right hand high to the sky. Palms open them out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate open. Good, gaze down at the big toe. This hand up top, this right hand comes down. Front leg goes back. You can drop to the knee and take a side plank. Or you can stay on the knife edge. Good, bring the hands back down to plank. Step forward with the right foot. Open out. Dragonfly twist. Release, open out to the side of your mat. Big wide 5-star. Exhale, fold in. Crown of head to the floor. Shake your head side to side. You've got 3 breaths. Inverted. Good, walk the hands back to the front of the mat. Keep your right hand in front of the toes. Kick up that left leg. See if you can float that left arm. Half moon. Square off the hips, bring the hand down. Left foot back, right foot back, float through to your downward facing dog. Zipping the toes together, take a breath. On your next inhale, left leg high to the sky. A right leg high to the sky. I need some coffee today. Right knee, left elbow, cross the body. Now thread the leg long. Maybe lift the arm into fallen triangle. Left hand down, kick the leg high. And on an exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Stay high on the toe. Inhale, rise on up. Take your time, it's a balanced shape. Dip down, feel it. Lift up the sides of the body. Exhale, body comes forward, arms go back. Fingers spread, thunderbolt, nice and strong. Float and fly. Draw the body down, flex the foot. Maybe drop that left hip a little. Lower the foot, find 2, warrior 2. Dip into the front leg, extend the arms front and back. And breathe. And this is where we enter our second balance shape. Turn the palm, reach forward, kick the back foot, heel, back into the butt. Holding on to the inside of the foot, draw the body forward, kick the foot into the hand. Thumb and finger maybe together. King Dancer. Slowly release. Grab that right wrist up and over to Sky Archer. Release the arms into your triangle shape. Legs stay the same. Reach, reach, reach. Lower down. Gaze up. Good, gaze to the foot. Left hand comes down, right foot goes back, side plank the other way. Now you can always just drop to your knee and open out. You maybe want to float that leg, have a play. Both hands come down. Left foot steps forward, dragonfly twist. Now come on up, 5-star, right side of your mat. Take a back bend and exhale, fold. Now you could always take an inversion here. Head stand, hands stand, Skandasana. You got 3 breaths to play. Or just enjoy, release the head. Then walk the hands back to the top of the mat and open out, half moon. Left hand stays down, right leg flies, right arm flies. When you're done, I'll see you in down dog. Five breaths, down dog. Maybe you're in child's pose. Take what you need. It's your practice, your body, your life, your energy, your life force energy, and that's what we're working with today. Building, blowing it up, firing it up. So come back to your breathing in your down dog. Fire it up. That's the phrase, a fire in your belly. Zip the toes together. We'll do one more round. On your next inhale, left leg high to the sky. Bring that knee all the way across the body. Thread the foot. Fallen triangle. Open up. Good. Bring the hand down. Kick the leg up. Exhale. Bring it through to the hands. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Your back heel off the mat. Exhale. Draw the body forward. Thunderbolt. Float, fly, airplane. Find your warrior 2. Take your time. I'm breathing slowly. Flip the palm, your king dancer, that little balance. Release, sky archer. Into your triangle. Good, gaze down. Hand comes down, foot goes back. Side plank. Side plank to full plank. Right foot forward, open out. Dragonfly. Come on up, 5-star. Back, nice back bend. Forward fold. Inversion or just forward fold. 3 breaths here. The practice always just lets you play. Walk back to the top of the mat. Half moon to finish on this side. Vinyasa, downward dog. I'll meet you there. Zipping the toes together. Right leg high to the sky. Knee to opposite elbow. Extend the leg through. Open out. Kick it back. Crescent lunge. Thunderbolt. Lean forward. And fly. Your warrior two. Flip your palm, move into king dancer. Nice and slow. Sky archer. Into your triangle. Gaze down, hand comes down, foot goes back. Side plank. Ow. Full plank. Step left leg forward. Dragonfly twist. Come on up, 5-star. Time to play headstand, handstand, skandasana. Or just forward fold, take a bunch of breaths. Finishing off, half moon, walk to the front, left hand down, right hand flies. Last vinyasa of the day. Five breaths. And slowly walk the hands back to the toes. Take 2 fists in between your feet. So feet, 2 fists apart. Take your peace fingers, grab your big toes. So you might have to really bend your knees to get in there, that's fine. Take an inhale, try to straighten your butt up to the sky. Exhale, fold in. Lift the tailbone up, draw the belly in. Relax your head. Pull up on the toes for me. And here's where we're going to play. Right hand, take it to your hip. Slowly, see if you can float your heel off the mat. That's it, pull the heel off. And see if you can slowly begin to stand, holding on to that toe bind. Keep your gaze on the floor. And if not, go to the wall. Open out to the side. Maybe gaze over the shoulder. Come back to center. Hands to your hips, point the toe. Just keep that foot lifted for me. Good, place it down, shake it out. Take the feet hip width apart, fingers down by the sides, Tadasana. Breathe. Not dead yet. Inhale, reach up, exhale, fold in. Grab your peace fingers, bind your toes. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Left hand to the hip. Then try to float that right foot a moment. You can place it down, try to float again. Place it down. Now try to draw that foot up in front. Little stiff this morning. Sometimes you wake up stiff. Open out. Maybe gaze over the shoulder. Come back to center. When you're steady, let go. Point the toe. Hands on hips. Look at your big toe. Breathe, breathe. Place it down. Take the feet. Nice wide stance. Come down. Yogi squat. Hands to heart. Press the knees apart with the elbows. Draw the hands in. You can rock a little. If you can't get your heels down, get your feet wider. They'll come down. Try to draw the spine up. Breathe. Malasana. Good. Draw the fingers to the ground. Turn the palms up. Drop the chin. Raja Malasana. Super surrender. It's like at the end of a hard flow. It's time to just let go. Like life, sometimes we gotta just let go, let it flow. And just let it all fall down onto your mat. Just cross your feet, Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged. Maybe move the flesh from your sit bones. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out, let it go. Inhale up, reach out and up. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms up, press up. And exhale, just draw those fingers down to the ground. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold in. Maybe turn the palms over again. Relax the chin. Slowly rise. Find your way down onto your back. Plug your knees into your chest. So everything nice and slow. Hug your knees in. Good, maybe extend your legs to the ceiling. Just point, flex the toes. Draw the heels back down to the mat, hands down by the sides, and on an inhale, slowly draw the belly button in. Lift the tailbone up. We'll take a little back bend, walk the shoulders in, maybe clasp the hands, press them into the mat, and keep your chin locked. Don't look at your phone for 5 breaths. Press forward with the knees and draw back with the heels. Slowly release the arms and vertebrae by vertebrae, lower down. Open out the arms to the side. Take a deep inhale and draw the knees over to the right. Gaze over the left shoulder. Good. Inhale through center. Come over to the other side. Inhale center. This time leave them there. Take 5 breaths here. Slowly through center to the opposite side. Slowly back through center. Toe heel the feet together. Soles of the feet come together, knees fall apart. Maybe left hand finds its way to the heart, right hand to the belly. Take a deep inhale and exhale and just picture what you want in your life more than anything. What do you want? What would you like? What do you need to ask for? Ask right now. And when you are ready, you'll find your final resting shape. Extend the legs long. And breathe. soft, soft exhale and let your body come back to your mat. Bring some life to the fingers and to the toes. And maybe extend the hands, take a good morning stretch. Hugging knee to chest, knee to chest. And drawing yourself in for a good hug. Rolling onto a side. And taking a breath or two. When you're ready to emerge from your sleep, you come on up gently to a comfortable seated position. Hands to heart, palms together. Take an inhale. And exhale, let it go. One more breath of life. If you don't breathe, you're dead. It starts as simply as that. Bowing the head down and sending this beautiful energy that we've created today to those that need it, especially today. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste.